get ready for tonight's big hockey game. They're all big at this point now, Bob.
Yeah.
And you look at Toronto on home ice. They've won 6 of their last 7 games in this building. You made an interesting comment prior to the game on Saturday about the number of blue jerseys. Cliff Fletcher said the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a buzz in this building. There's a buzz in this region as they get set for what will be the next step. But a big step here tonight to begin with.
Isn't it wonderful? It is. It really is so great to, I mean, everywhere I go, around today, you see people recognize you and talk, hey, the Leafs are going to be in the playoffs. And it really is. It's so refreshing. It's been so long since there's been a game here at the Air Canada Centre as far as playoffs are concerned. And, coming down this home stretch, some meaningful games without question. And it was really cool on Saturday night to look around before the national anthem starts. And it's like, oh my gosh, look at all the blue jerseys. I mean, it really stood out to me. And it was great to see. The hockey fans are coming out. The Maple Leaf closet Maple Leaf fans are bringing their old jerseys out and are wearing them proudly once again because they've got something to really cheer about here, as this has been an exciting season and certainly a resurgence of this franchise, and it's great to see. And they've got a lot of work to do still, no question, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel without a doubt.
The Leafs top line has been outstanding the last 4 to 5 games, specifically in the last 4 games, Bob. They've totaled 18 points. What have you seen from Bozak, Van Riemsdyk, and Kessel that has clicked all of a sudden, where for a period of time, the argument in this town was the top line was the Kadri line. Doesn't appear to be that way anymore.
Well, when you subtract Joffrey Lupul from the Kadri line, things dropped off from there. And, Naz has played, I thought, pretty good, and certainly a spirited game on Saturday night with a couple of big body checks as Joffrey Lupul hits the ice. Speak of the devil. And no pun intended.
Oh, the devil. They're down there.
But, yeah, you know what? The top line, it's funny how, there's ebbs and flows through the course of the regular season. And, we talk about Phil Kessel being a streaky scorer. Well, he's proved it again here, where he went 9 games without a goal. He had 8 assists in those 9 games. And James Van Riemsdyk, when Joffrey Lupul was slotted back into the lineup after that arm injury, it was almost like the first line took the back seat and everybody watched Lupul and Kadri get things going for the Maple Leafs. Well, Lupul gets hurt, and lo and behold, that first line says, okay, we got to pull up our socks and we've got to start producing some offense for our hockey club to get us back in the winning ways. And it's amazing to watch. All of a sudden, it was like, to me it was funny because JVR was a guy where all of a sudden it seemed to me he stopped skating and he stopped being effective. And all of a sudden he got rejuvenated again, and you see him really skating and pushing the envelope again as far as bursts of speed here and there. And all of a sudden he's working magic again with Phil Kessel, who's been outstanding in especially last 3 hockey games where he's got 5 goals.
Provide us a perspective. You're a good passer. What it was like for James Van Riemsdyk to come down here from that circle in stride, hit Phil Kessel in stride on the backhand, bang, bang, it's in the back of the net.
Well, and I think he's a smart player for being able to do that. Not only is he a great passer, and I was actually waiting for the elevator to come back up to see you guys, and I was in the concession stand, the walk area, and I yelled, "Oh my goodness!" And one of the security guys was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, did you see that pass?" It was amazing. He was so patient. He waited for that defenseman to go down, pulled it around him, and made a perfect backhand pass to Phil. And obviously, if you put Phil in a situation like that, I think it's going to be pretty hard for him to miss, as he's a natural goal scorer. So, the goal was nice, but it was pretty much James Van Riemsdyk's goal as far as I'm concerned, because he couldn't have made that pass any better.
And to watch him come down the wing, look again, boom, put it on. I mean...
And by him doing that, he's making the goalie and the defenseman guess as to what he's doing, right? Because he's weighing all of his options as he's doing that. And, I mean, it's not like he had 3 minutes to do it. They were flying down the ice. So, that defenseman, he made him make a decision, and that's what you want to do as a forward in a 2-in-1 situation.
It's going to be a great week this week for us here on Leafs TV. We've got 2 of the 3 games played prior to Saturday. Here, of course, tonight against the New Jersey Devils. Thursday against the high-flying New York Islanders. Tonight's game can be seen here on Leafs TV. It begins at 7 o'clock. We'll begin things, of course, with Gate 5 Live. That's set to begin at 6, followed by our Molson Canadian Leaf Nation pregame show at 6:30.